দর্শক সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি চ্যানেল 24 নিয়মিত আয়োজন মুখোমুখি অনুষ্ঠানে। আপনাদের সাথে আছি আমি সারওয়ার সুমন। আজ মুখোমুখিতে আমরা এমন একজনের সাথে কথা বলতে চাই যিনি রোহিঙ্গা অধিকার নিয়ে বিশ্বমঞ্চে একজন সোচ্চার কণ্ঠ। আমরা কথা বলতে চাই রোহিঙ্গা নেতা তুন কিনের সাথে। তুন কিন প্রেসিডেন্টের দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন তার সংগঠন বার্মিজ রোহিঙ্গা অর্গানাইজেশন ইউকের। আসুন আমরা কথা বলি তুন কিনের সাথে। It has been told 1,000 times that the solution of Rohingya refugee crisis lies in Myanmar, not here in Bangladesh or any other part. So, do you think so that the solution lies there in Burma, as a repatriation agreement has been done back in 2017, but not a single Rohingya has been repatriated? Do you see any hope about this repatriation?
To be honest, solution lies on Burma. This Burmese military is totally responsible, and international community, they are putting sanctions and these things. Unfortunately, Burmese military, they don't care. So we have to do. It's not enough what international community is doing, and Bangladesh government having a big bundle here, a big heavy bundle here. They have to carry on this responsibility, but sooner or later, in near future, I can see they can return. Burmese military intention is very bad. If they have good intention, they would take back these people by giving their rights. So we can't see that situation now. So one thing is international community, they have to do more than what they're doing now. We want to see more sanctions on military related company, cutting of finance. We want to see more justice and accountability. We have ICC, the case ICJ, Gambia filed a case. We thanks to Gambia government. And Argentina, I filed the case.
Yeah, we all know that you have filed a case against Myanmar military and against Aung San Suu Kyi also. In Argentina, you have filed a case. Tell me something about that case and the progress which you have filed in Argentina.
I filed that case in 2019, November. Military, including civilian leaders there. One thing is, when this kind of horrific crimes, serious crimes happening in a country, you can pursue justice any other places in the world. So I believe that Argentina is good place to file a case against these military and civilian leaders. One thing is very important that we have to remember. I spent 5 weeks in the camp in 2017, Cox's Bazar. I saw our brothers and sisters when they fled with wounds, and many people told me my sister was raped, my brother was slaughtered in front of me. I couldn't sleep at day and night, where I couldn't sleep when I come back to the hotel in Cox's Bazar, nighttime, because of their stories. It's unbelievable, and I was shocked. And so one thing I heard from them is, brother, we want justice. We want justice. We want justice. So that struck me many times. So that's how, because of course ICC, this case, International Criminal Justice Court, there is a case, deportation case. We thanks to Bangladesh government supporting it, and ICJ, International Court of Justice, Gambia filed a case. We thanks to Gambia. So we need more and more avenues of justice to bring this military, because so this case is quite moving forward. I gave testimony in Argentina case 2021 December. Now I thanks to Bangladesh government supporting to bring some survivors from the camp to Argentina to give testimony. Hopefully after this step, maybe end of this year, we can see that arrest warrant will be delivered from the Argentinian court.
But do you think by arresting, by putting sanction and lot of other restrictions against Myanmar military, this would facilitate the way of repatriation, or there must be some friendly cooperation? What do you think, or mixture of
The
both?
dictators, the criminals, if we have, now they facing resistance group from Burma inside.
From many parts.
Yeah, when resistance group are fighting one way against this military, and we Rohingyas are fighting on justice issues, and sanctions are also
in international courts.
on the way. Yeah, ICC, ICJ, Argentina, and when this all coming to against these military criminals, I don't think all criminals, they cannot last this kind of heavy pressure. So one way or another, it might take long, but I believe that they have to do something.
And they must take back Rohingya people. Thank you, Mr. Tunkin. We have to take a short break. What is the current situation now in that whole process? Current situation mean a war is going on between Russia and Ukraine, and the whole focus, international focus, is on Ukraine. So, do you think that the Rohingya persecution or Rohingya genocide issue has become less important? What is your take on this?
Of course, Ukraine is in Europe. This is very Western countries are quite interested on that. They pay much attention. That is true, but Rohingya issue a bit, attention was not there. But we need to work hard. I mean, including, with thanks to Bangladesh government, continuously they put in highlight Rohingya issue. Rohingya internationally, many diasporas, activists and leaders, we all are working hard to put on a spotlight this issue, because when genocide is going on against a community, so whenever genocide happens, international community say never again. So we must continue our work to pursue justice, to highlight what is happening against Rohingya people, to highlight how important this repatriation is needed, because 6 years now, 1.2 million population, they are alive. We have to rebuild, this community. So international community, they have to move forward. So I hope, even though they have interest, is a lot of geopolitics and others is there, but it's not taken away that much. So we're doing our best to bring on spotlight this issue.
The Rohingya issue. My last question is that many activists and human rights organizations have already feared that the budget and allocation of donor agencies in Rohingya refugee camps are being shrinking because of the war and a lot of other issues. And already World Food Program have cut down their assistance. Do you fear that it will be much more aid shinked in future?
It's quite worrying, to be honest, but our advocacy is really important. And also, I appeal to Bangladesh government to continue Bangladesh government effort to persuade many countries, like including Organization of Islamic Cooperation, members of states, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Middle East countries, they have to put much more. Of course, we appreciate UK, US, and those governments been already frontline supporting aid for the Rohingya genocide survivors. So our brothers and The Muslim countries also, we appreciate what they're doing, but they should do more.
And another solution has been prescribed by some people, that third country relocation or third country repatriation. Do you support that? Do you think that is feasible or that is achievable?
One point for short term, a few people, 1.2 million resettlement is totally invisible in my view. And one thing we have to remember, that we belongs to Burma. We have our land, our culture, and we belongs to Burma, where we grown up. Our grandfathers, we already been in our Khan. So we cannot give up simply, not to return our land, because, we all love the land of Arakan, where we belongs to. So if we don't go back, that means we supporting indirectly Burmese military and government's policy, Burmese military's policy, we support it. We cannot do that. But Rohingya, a student for higher education, vulnerable, some Rohingyas who have health issues, those people should be good to resettle. But I can't see that any country, because now even in Western countries, many Ukrainian are getting shelter. Even UK, we can see hardly. So it's not easy. We can look at some people there, resettlement, but we have to focus. We cannot divert their attention. We have to go back to our country. We have to work on repatriation. That is very important.
So, Tunkin, as you have no intention to stay here, what do you want to say to our audience as a Rohingya people and as a Rohingya leader, that you are not here to stay and you want to go back in your country? So, what do you want to say to our audience?
One thing is to Bangladesh government and the people of Bangladesh, thank you very much, giving us a shelter, and host community also giving us, showing solidarity and generosity. We will never forget the people of Bangladesh, their help. Same time, unfortunately, we cannot return until now because of situation in Burma. So we are happy to work together with Bangladesh government, to support Bangladesh government internationally, to advocate for the support to improve the situation in the camps. Also, Rohingya people, they have to live with rules and they have to abide rules of Bangladesh government in the camps peacefully. They have to live, and I believe that I also appeal Bangladesh government, our young people, 40% are children, to allow Rohingya children to support education, because education is a backbone of the community. So I believe that I think it is very important to work together with host community, Rohingya community, and Bangladesh government and international INGOs that can bring a kind of better ways to improve the situation of the camp, to bring this repatriation. We need to work hard a lot.
And my final question is, to get back in your country, in Arakan or Rakhine, what immediate changes need to be implemented there in Myanmar?
Immediate changes needed. First thing, they have to restore the rights of the Rohingya citizenship. Our citizenship rights, our land, we must return to our original villages where these people came from. So, and then they have to return back their lands and original villages and citizenship rights with safety, dignity. And if that happens, of course, nobody want to live in a plastic sheet when you have a nice house in your country. So I can see our Rohingya people, we have land, we have culture, as I mentioned, we have our village, we build nice houses. What for we will come here to live in a plastic sheet? Because our lives are at risk. That's why we are here. So I want to appeal host community to understand the situation and to to show solidarity continuously with Rohingya brothers and sisters.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tunkin,
Thank
for
you.
having with us and having a nice discussion with you. It's our pleasure, and we wish you a safe and nice journey and health. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. দর্শক, আমরা কথা বললাম তুনকিনের সাথে, যিনি রোহিঙ্গা অধিকার বিষয় নিয়ে বিশ্বব্যাপী কাজ করছেন। আজ এ পর্যন্তই মুখোমুখি অনুষ্ঠানে আগামীতে নিশ্চয়ই নতুন কোনো অতিথির সাথে আবারও আমরা কথা বলবো। সে পর্যন্ত সবার সুস্থতা কামনা করে এখানেই শেষ করছি।